Good morning and welcome to day 8 of our Advent story time. We'll get started in just a moment. We'll just give people a chance to find us. We'll just get started in a moment. Good morning everyone and welcome to day 8 of our Advent story time. We'll put another bauble on our Christmas tree. Can you see the number 8? It's just there. We've got an orange bauble today. And that means we're on day 8. So there are, you can't see the numbers. Oh no, it's going wrong today, never mind. Number 17, there are 17 more sleeps till Christmas Day. And so we'll light our Advent candle as we get started. Today's story is called Rudolph, and it's a retelling of the traditional story that we sing about at Christmas. And it's retold for us by Karen Clark, and we are very grateful to Karen for allowing us to tell her stories. Dear little one, I think you probably know this story about Rudolph. You might have sung it or listened to it. The original Rudolph was a story published by a department store. It was cold in the reindeer shed. Little Rudolph snuggled into his mum. It wasn't easy being Rudolph. All the other reindeers had furry black noses. The fur on their noses kept them from freezing as they pushed through the snow to find delicious lichen to eat. Rudolph, though, had been born with a shiny red nose. He was embarrassed when he realised he was different, and he always went round with his head hanging down. The other reindeers would make fun of him. Poor Rudolph had no one to play with. Each year at Christmas, Santa would come into the shed and give his reindeers extra snacks and a little tickle behind the ears. He liked to spend time in the reindeer shed to get away from the hustle and bustle of the toy factory. Rudolph was so shy that he always snuggled even closer to his mum when Santa came. He loved to hear Santa's laughter, and he so wanted to receive a tickle from him too, but he was just too shy. One Christmas, when the sleigh was packed full of toys and gifts, and Santa was wrapped in his red suit, there was a commotion. The 8 regular reindeer were harnessed to the sleigh, but no one was going anywhere. The reason was simple. They simply couldn't see where to go because it was so foggy. Everyone was worrying. How would all the boys and girls get their gifts? Then Santa laughed and walked into the reindeer shed. "Come on, Rudolph," he said. "Who? Me?" thought Rudolph. His little legs were shaking. "Go on, Rudolph," said his mum. "You can do it." Rudolph stood up, and keeping his head bent, he crossed the shed to Santa. Santa lifted Rudolph's head up. "You are special," he said. "You have a gift, and this year you are going to save Christmas." Rudolph wasn't frightened now. Santa's kind words had been like rocket fuel to him. He proudly led the sleigh team with his nose glowing bright, lighting the way for Santa to deliver his gifts. After that wonderful Christmas night, all the reindeers wanted to play with Rudolph, and he wasn't lonely ever again. I think the message of that story is each of us is unique. We are all made to be different, and we are all cherished and loved by God. He made us in his image, and he's incredibly happy with his creation. When I was at primary school and secondary school, I was bullied because I was different, or seen to be different, and it was really hard. But I've got a message for the people who are bullied. It does get easier. Please do tell an adult if you are being bullied and it's too much to bear. If you see someone being bullied, please do try and come alongside them and try and tell a teacher or an adult. Particularly at this time, we all need to be kind to one another. If you do see someone who is sad or on the outskirts, please do try and befriend them. Don't let anyone be alone. Let's be kind to one another. You probably guessed already what song we're going to sing this morning, and it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, but do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. And so we'll finish with our usual prayer. May the joy of the angels, the wonder of the shepherds, the worship of the wise men, and the peace of the Christ child be yours this Christmas time. Amen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.